Welcome back. If you're just joining us now, Melissa and Michael are in studio. They are ending homelessness in the border city. It's an amazing task you guys have taken on. 135 homeless you found. We just talked about the different categories. What is the point of doing a homeless count? Are you guys hoping for funding? Are you guys hoping for, just attention? I guess.
No, definitely. I guess for myself, as the president of the Lloydminster Social Action Coalition Society, since the shelter opened 3 years ago, we have noticed that the assistance can be provided to help them find homes, but sometimes it is a challenge to find affordable housing.
Yeah.
And then the second breath is maintaining. So in our efforts to try and get funding for an outreach worker, we were directed totally to Alberta's plan to end homelessness in 10 years. Mm-hmm. And basically what we needed to do was start with a community assessment. We've done that, and bring all the stakeholders together. The city of Lloydminster being a very key partner in that, but all the stakeholders that have anything to do with homelessness or building. If I could just speak a little bit to Alberta's plan to end homelessness in 10 years, because even hearing you say that just sounds like, wow, how could they possibly consider that they're going to do that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But really, we're following a plan that has been outlined by the Alberta government branch for homelessness.
Yeah.
And it's just a complete change in philosophy from thinking about managing homelessness to ending homelessness.
Okay.
And when you manage homelessness and they punch the numbers, it is absolutely escalating as homelessness will grow in Alberta and cost the tax dollar more and more money. They figure it's about, each homeless person is approximately $100,000 a year is what it costs. So as that grows, you can see how it just becomes an absolutely taxing problem. So the way they see it, this actually will save the province money by ending homelessness and having a way more proactive philosophy. Key to that, though, is the funding's there, but the communities have to develop their own plan. There's no cookie cutter. When we went to do our assessment, the first thing we did was we researched the 7 cities that are part of this so that we could find out exactly how they did it. We then sat around a table with our group of about 10, 11 and shared then how we wanted our assessment.
Hash it out,
Yes. And so now, of course, obviously the next step is to develop our business plan, which the Alberta Secretariat for Action on Homelessness is planning to come and spend some time with us and give us some direction, because it's a huge thing. It's
definitely a huge thing. And Michael, you've been sort of in charge of liaising with the city, I guess. How have those conversations been going?
Very well. I met together with Ken Coleman and Adam Holmes a while back, and they were most interested in finding out what we were doing. And they said, as soon as you have some statistics and some ideas of where the need is, then come back to us, because we need to get City Hall, City Council involved in this, because we need to be part of this. And indeed, I noticed that Mayor Mulligan was given an interview in one of the oil papers, and was talking about how the city really needs to be in partnership with both commercial ventures but also community organizations. So they haven't sort of stepped up to the plate in terms of an integral player at this point, but they plan to. And to me, that's what we need. We at this point in time, it's mostly voluntary organizations that are part of it, but we need the city, and we need the various levels of government. And the wonderful thing is that there is the not only the housing initiative, the homelessness initiative in Alberta, but various levels of government, both provincial and federal, have said that they want to deal with affordable housing.
It's on the agenda. And
it's on the agenda.
Housing is coming.
Yeah, and so. So that's a big issue, and all of the levels of government have said we want to be part of this. And when you think of it, one of the articles in Pipeline News was saying is when you have a sector like the oil fields, the whole oil sector, and and so many people, well, you need affordable housing for them.
Yeah.
And not just them, you know, they may be making good incomes, but what about the support industries,
Exactly.
the lesser
Right.
paid people? You need to make sure that there's housing for them. And that's been a problem for Lloyd. You know, we may have the upper scale housing, but do we have what the, you know, the service industries, you know?
Yeah, and very few rental properties in the border city
Yes,
as well,
and
definitely.
you know, this report on Alberta's plan to end homelessness speaks directly to that. I mean, we have grown so quickly because of industrial jobs. Many of them are very well paying. Some of those people still need entry-level housing though when they come.
Yeah.
On the other hand, there's the whole support, you know, your fast food restaurants.
Yeah. These people need to eat.
As just one example, that are bringing a lot of new immigrants to town. And so then that taxes your low income or entry-level housing even more. And so that's where that is a big part of ending homelessness is having that available. Because the whole philosophy also behind this is moving people not so much into shelters, but quickly into permanent housing, and then providing them with necessary support. So it's those two parts. You find them a home, and then you make sure that you have the necessary support there to deal with the root cause of their homelessness, which is it's varied.
Thank you so much, guys, for first of all taking on this task. Second of all, coming on the show to talk about it. Thank you so much. I hope we can get an update from you sometime in the future.
Yeah, thanks,
Sure
Whitney.
thing.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
your support.
Thanks.
This has been our conversation with Melissa and Michael. They're with the Lloydminster Social Action Coalition Society.